Deadliest Catch fans have had their hands full as many viewers have been digging into season 21 of the program. Recently, however, many commenters have pointed out that Mike Rowe has been missing, leading many to question where he is, as well as the reason for his absence. So what are viewers saying? Deadliest Catch has been premiering new episodes as part of season 21 of the long-running program. When a show has been on for as long as this one has, it garners a loyal fan base of eager viewers, which this show most certainly has. With the new season on the air, viewers are getting a kick out of catching up with many familiar faces, including Captain Sig Hansen and more. On the other side of that coin, however, there have also been some notable faces absent from this current season of the show as well. Some notable faces that have been missing from season 21 of Deadliest Catch include Captain Wild Bill Wachowski. Fans had noted his absence as he has been recovering from his cancer battle. As much as viewers miss seeing Wild Bill in action on the show, viewers are glad that he is doing what he needs to do, and that he is doing what's best for his health in the long run. In addition to this, some Deadliest Catch fans have also noted that Mike Rowe's narration has been missing from the show. Mike appeared on camera during the first season of the program before switching to narration, providing his unique, recognizable voice to the show. However, some Deadliest Catch fans have pointed out that Mike Rowe's narration has not been as prominent in some instances, leading some to question if he was removed from his role. The Dirty Jobs icon has been a staple in hosting and narration for many years. He has a unique voice and style that so many people recognize. Because of this, some Deadliest Catch fans have also noticed that the narration has not been as prominent in season 21 as it has been in the past. For fans of Mike Rowe and what he brings, there has been no news of him being fired or let go. So this is certainly good news for people who enjoy his narration. For all the latest Deadliest Catch news, come back again to TV show's Ace for more. The deck lies silent-ish. The engines rumble low and steady, coils of safety lines strewn about like forgotten lifelines. The salt-slick air, heavy with brine and anticipation, carries a notable, unsettling hollowness. Something is missing. And it isn't a crab pot or a seasoned deckhand. It's the voice that once braided rugged experience with wry wisdom, the voice that craned us forward and grounded us. That voice is gone. Mike Rowe? Where the hell is he? Picture this. Longshoremen hugging thick coffee mugs, the sip chilling to their lips in mid-thought, jaws slack in disbelief. Hardcore fans, those who scour eBay for t-shirts, count every episode by year, debate the grimmest catch, and catalog every holy asterisk that's a wave moment. Most of them went once more, hoping to catch Mike prowling the wheelhouse like a wily seafaring owl. Instead, the wheelhouse yawns back, vacant of that familiar form. Once upon a time, Mike's voice was our constant compass. In the pre-dawn half-light, when viewers still rubbed sleep from their eyes, his narration was a coffee-like jolt of gritty clarity. He didn't narrate to show off. He narrated as a hand-on-the-shoulder confident, steady, and unexpectedly poetic. The Bering Sea doesn't care how prepared you are. That kind of line. It was living narration, weathered and warm, but not overly familiar. Now that voice is absent, and the show feels not quite encode. Let's be clear. This isn't a complaint about ratings or budgets or production choices. It's a creative stand-up, one built by fans who imagine empty gears in the machine where Mike Rowe's gravel would echo. They're holding their breath, waiting for that tone, that shimmer, that throaty burnish of narrative truth to return and fill the void. Hundreds of online fan posts read like a single, collective heartbeat skipping. Where's Mike? The question threads through comment boards, Reddit posts, tweet storms, Instagram story reposts, So many appeals that a rival podcaster could start a series, Where Mike Rowe Went, and why we pay to hear him narrate a cash register ringing at Walmart. Voice acting remains the most evocative art form for fans. Mike's absence feels like a piano missing a key, silent for that pitch, that resonance. Seeing the captain's whole pot after freezing pot, their faces caked in sea salt and determination, becomes an appetizer without the main course. We feast on sight, but Mike's voice, his rainy road metaphors, his crisp cadence was the gravy. Now the sauce runs thin. Fans have resorted to imaginative fill-in, an overlay of mental soundtrack, where Mike's shadow lingers over the footage in their heads. The troll through season catalogs, the tight close-ups of crab-bearing crabbers, the thunderclap of those infamous Bering sea swells, all of it glimpsed through Mike's unuttered. In on screen, the theme music builds, and there should stand Mike Rowe in that half-stylized, half-weathered pose, hood up, looking into the camera, eyebrow raised, ready to deliver something profound, or snarky, or sweaty hat felt. But instead, he's not there. The facade cracks. Mailboxes and tweets fill up. Cursive clipped digital pleas. Fans describing their weekly schedule, shaped around the show's release. Deadliest catch Sundays, carved in chalk across their internal calendar, and now the Sunday shape feels off, too flat, too dull. A friend writes that the recliner looks emptier without the crinkle of Mike's narration, the hush of anticipation cracked by his voice. Content creators, too, chime in, mashups of scenes, stripped clean of narration follow. Uploaded with titles like Deadliest Catch, Narrator Missing, Soundtrack Needed. No mockery, just absence made visible. Those edits strike a nerve. The images loop eerie, ghost-like, as if the deck, the nets, the roiling sprays themselves are waiting for an echo that never comes. There's a comedic undercurrent bubbling beneath the longing. A meme making rounds, Mike Rowe's silhouette, replaced with a question mark. Another, a deserted ship's deck with the caption, "Welcome aboard, if you're the voice." Irony and yearning fold into one, comic relief born of quiet frustration, yet amidst memes and commentary, some fans pen elegiac odes, slow, reverent, salting images with longing. One fan warbles online, "Mike Rowe, you were the steel-toothed narrator who turned sea spray into words that crackled. We can't just have waves, nets, and silent tall tales. We need the grit-clad narration that smells like diesel and salt." That voice, they whisper into forums, metaphorically aired letters spiraling out like crab boats in fog. Others recall the peculiar paradox. The plainer the narration, the more hero sermon every caption had devolved into, the more they noticed Mike's absence. The show's visuals are brutal, beautiful, mesmerizing, but narration is the crooked lens that sharpened the view. The crew might battle sway and frostbite, but Mike battled our attention, because he made us feel that to watch a crab pot being holed was to touch on life, struggle, humanity. In comment threads, fans rub against each other's memories. Remember when he said the sea is a thief in broad daylight? Yeah, when he talked about the deckhand sphere being sharper than the knife he held. Those lines, etched into memory, float back, unbidden. Without that voice, even the toughest crew interviews feel incomplete. The visuals veer into half-tell, like watching a silent film without the score. One massive Reddit thread, titled, "Where's Mike?" We need our narrator back balloons to thousands of curious, exasperated fans assembling logs of references, timelines, guest voices, speculation. Mike's off doing another show? Or quietly dropped? Or maybe the producers tried a minimalist narration experiment, and the net caught more complaints than crabs. Whatever the truth, the absence stings. In that thread, one fan offered an imaginative rewrite. We're all narrators now. I picture Mike's voice imprinted on the air, braiding into the deck's shouts and diesel roars, filling the silence in our minds. Another replies, with wistful humor, I tried voicing it myself the other night. The family judged me. But I'll keep practicing, just in case. A poignant meme spreads. A grainy screenshot of a suddenly silent wheelhouse. The caption reads simply, *Mike, the silent deck. Then there's a curious side effect. Some fans treat the absence as an artistic canvas. One group makes their own voice-over reinterpretations of episodes, layering them with amateur narration, some breathy and dramatic, others deadpan and absurd. Watching those fan-made versions, you see how Mike's lightness, not too precious, not too corny, was a high bar to fill. Still, fans don't abandon hope. There's talk of a Bring Back Mike online petition, signed in fleeting hours by thousands. Its text reads not as demand but as invitation. Come back and finish this story with your voice. That's potent. Not outrage, but longing. Through it all, the heart of the fandom reveals itself. It's not just about hearing Mike Rowe. It's about that sense of shared witness, guided by a voice that smelled like oil, fog, and human purpose, by a voice that made you feel the cold, grip the deck, taste the foam. Without it, the show shifts from epic freight of humanity at sea to well-shot, but missing the soul. Then, imagine for a moment, the next season's premiere rolls out. The footage cuts sharply, calculating, intense. But as the camera pans up from the icicle-clipped rails to the lens of the lens, just then, there's a voice from unseen. Worn, gentle, leveled. It reaches straight through the screen.